communications, the ethos is important. It says that the our PR leaders, that they have to be ethical. And then logos. I started IBM way back when, and some of the great marketeers came from that company. And I remember one of the managers used to say, Calvin, if you want to be great as a marketing representative or great at selling anything, you have to sell the sizzle, not just the steak. Sell the sizzle of the steak. Took a while, but I figured that out. And so, political communication today, this is an election year. This is a fantastic time for political communications. It should motivate, inspire a lot of us to join in and become a part, starting with local elections, school boards, but we're the younger people, the 35s and 45s and 55s and 65s. Where are they? And that's what we need to do in this country. We have to inspire our new, young, the next generation to lead this great nation and make it a great nation, a greater nation. Because let's stop and look at it for a moment. Republicans against Democrats, and now I admit the democratic system, elected officials, it's been a good system. Lot of errors though. There's no room, and it took a death situation, COVID-19, to go all across this country and the world, and a lot of people died, and they died alone and unhappy and sad because their family and loved ones couldn't be with them. And we were still politicizing the disease. Poor countries couldn't get the vaccine, won't get the vaccine. Yeah, the rich countries like ours, yeah, we're going to get a vaccine. And we're going to stop. We're going to win this battle against COVID. And we did. But we should have been able to come together. According to SCCT, which is one of my theories that I'm researching, is situational crisis communication theory. It was coined by Combs in 2007. And, it acknowledges that, bad times, I'm putting in my own words, bad times are going to happen to all of us. Doesn't matter who you are, what organization, bad things are going to happen. We saw the story about Facebook. A lot of our information was compromised and sold to other companies. Wow, you didn't. Facebook, you're not supposed to allow them to do that. Maybe you didn't know. SCCT says, okay, who's to blame? Was Facebook innocent in this deal? They took out full page ad. They did the right thing. They apologized. When the last time you heard a politician at the national level apologize for messing up? We dropped the ball. That's what Facebook did. That's what the theory says that you should do. And I will tell you that that's one of the things that you can do to be successful in life. As a man, as a woman, as a husband, as a wife, as a worker or a manager or a CEO, you're going to mess up. Now, you can use the Trump policy. Never apologize. Never take responsibility. And I guess lie and cheat to get ahead. Yeah. And look at him. Many of you would say, well, it works. Or it works for a while. Well, it works for a while for a drug dealer also. But eventually, probably one of your own is going to take you down. Well, political communication, I think, is fascinating because it is about deal making. You know, Trump and that textbook that somebody wrote for him, The Art of the Deal. And that's what politics is. And the communication is, political communication is the perception that you're doing what the people want from your district or from your area, your states. You're doing what they have asked you to do. They put you in office. They want you to help make their state better. I reckon political communication to high school sports, football, basketball, volleyball, whichever one you choose. And when you're playing the other team, you always want to win, no matter what. We want to win. You love your colors, the mascot. Mine were red, white, and now black. Red, white, and black. And we were the Bears. I'll always be a bear. I will die a bear. And I love my high school colors. And I know you do too. And that's an example of Democrats, Republicans. How do you come together for the good of the nation? When has that happened lately? We're willing to shut down the government, not pay our bills, threaten anyway not to pay the bills, just so you can win. How could you become a great nation like that? You can't. And so how can we become the best that we can be and lead the world? Most nations expect us to lead the world, not just follow, lead the world. But we have to be able to come together. Come together and negotiate. You want something, I want something from my area, because it's again about I want to be reelected. I want to stay in the office till I'm 70 or till I'm 75 or till I'm 80. Don't you have something else important in life? How about your families? Your close friends, hobbies, things that you want to do. Former President George H.W. Bush, essentially Bush Sr., he didn't run for a second term against Bill Clinton. Now, he may not have won, but if he had, he would have been 72 years of age at the time of inauguration. He was a rich man, made his money in the oil fields in Texas. He's not from Texas. He's from Connecticut, New Jersey, I think. Connecticut, I believe. So, anyway, and so I understand that he chose to, become a humanitarian and, do a lot of volunteer work, skydiving, play with the grandkids. I mean, there are a lot of things that are more important than just work, right? Mary Kay Ash, a multi-billionaire, all right? Started a company with almost nothing. She had a lot of ethos. That's the pink book. The pink lady gave away pink Cadillacs and pink cars, made it so that a lot of women and others could make six-figure incomes by working for her company. Okay, and so she believed her tenets in life. What was important? It was God first, family second, and then work. I went to work for one of these giant corporations, and they would compare David and Goliath, and might be God first. But after that, then it was God first, then work, and then family. A lot of the guys and ladies went to the bar after work. I mean, it was almost expected. The corporate climate, that kind of what they expected you to do. And so, and I'm sure a lot of the politicians in D.C. when they go there and do their business, there's not a lot of men and women of high ideals. They may have them. They may have them, and I'm sure they do. But, there's a lot of temptation. And so, in closing, I say that to be successful in any field, and especially those of you who are 20s and 30s, remember, political communication, making a deal. You want to win, they want to win, whether you're selling cars or the PR for a company that is just not worth it. And will you compromise what you believe in? What are the things you most believe in? Who comes first? Is it God, work, and then family? But you get to choose, because this is the great United States of America. And I have a lot of confidence in this election and in the people voting. I know, those surveys and those polls say Trump has a a number of people that are still following, no matter what. He can still tell lies forever that, hey, he won the election. He didn't lose. He doesn't like losers. He called people from the military losers, called people disabled, called them losers. I mean, and now he's a convicted felon, 34 counts. I look forward to seeing what mass media and social media will say when he is sentenced. I believe he'll be like some of our other multi-billionaires that have gone to jail. Martha Stewart, I think she spent 4 or 5 months. And I believe that he will get something like that also. I think it'll help this nation for the next election and elections to follow. That's the next generation, and the generation, I probably won't be here then. You will, but we need to build ethics in PR. Ethics in PR. Logos. We need evidence. And when you get the evidence, you gotta make a new decision. You can't keep believing those old lies. So, it is a joy. Again, those theories I based it on was the narrative paradigm and a little bit of the situational crisis communication theory. And again, and so those were the two that I based my presentation on. And I know my phone went down a couple of times, and hopefully that you'll get this. Okay, I think it says 13 minutes and 15 seconds. But this is a wonderful topic area, and I look forward to doing further research, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully, maybe you got questions for me, but I'm done.